Every year on August 26th, Women's Equality Day is observed to celebrate women's accomplishments and to emphasize the continued need for gender equality and empowerment worldwide. While Women's Equality Day is being observed today in the United States to celebrate women's right to vote, India, too, has come a long way in empowering women through social reforms and legal decisions. From eradicating oppressive practices to enacting progressive laws, these achievements reflect the country's commitment to gender equality. Over the years, landmark judgments have not only protected women's rights but also given them equal status in society. Here are 5 such landmark judgments that changed the lives of women in India. The practice of sati, in which a widow was immolated on her husband's funeral pyre, was abolished in British India by Governor-General Lord William Bentinck in 1829 through the Bengal Sati Regulation Act 17. It was one of the first major reforms undertaken for the dignity and protection of women. This landmark reform was possible mainly due to the tireless efforts of social reformer Raja Ram Mohan Roy, who tirelessly campaigned against the practice. Although this law banned sati in British territories, the practice continued in some forms and areas, and after 1947, the Government of India extended this law to the whole of India. The Hindu Widow Remarriage Act 1856 legalized the remarriage of Hindu widows, giving them the right to rebuild their lives after widowhood. The act was enacted on July 26, 1856. Ishwar Chandra Vijayasagar played a major role in the establishment of the act. It was drafted by Lord Dalhousie and passed by Lord Canning before the Indian Rebellion of 1857. The Hindu Widow Remarriage Act was one of the important social reforms towards women's empowerment. The Hindu Succession Amendment Act, 2005, is an act that amended the Hindu Succession Act, 1956. It gave daughters equal rights in the inheritance of ancestral property as sons. The amendment was primarily aimed at eliminating gender discriminatory provisions relating to property rights under the Hindu Succession Act, 1956. It marked a revolutionary step in ensuring economic independence and equality within families. Triple talaq, the practice of instant divorce in Islam, a practice where Muslim men could divorce their wives instantly by saying talaq thrice, was banned in India with the passage of the Muslim Women Protection of Rights on Marriage Act, 2019. This act, which came into effect on August 1, 2019, declared any pronouncement of triple talaq as void and illegal. The law protected Muslim women from sudden abandonment and gave them greater marital security. In 2018, a landmark Supreme Court judgment on the Sabarimala case declared the ban on women's entry into the temple unconstitutional and struck down customs and laws that restricted the entry of female pilgrims of specific age groups. It emphasized that women have equal rights in matters of faith and worship. The court held the practice to be gender discrimination, not an essential religious practice, and affirmed the right of all women to